She is Kali, the Destroyer, the Black One. Known for her fierce and formidable nature, she stands as a symbol of both fear and reverence. Her presence is commanding, her aura undeniable. A force of nature unleashed, like the stormy seas that rage without warning, or the volcanic eruptions that reshape the earth. Kali's power is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. She embodies the raw, untamed forces of the natural world. In Hindu mythology, she is revered, feared, worshipped. Devotees seek her blessings, hoping to harness her power for protection and strength. Her temples are places of deep devotion, where the faithful gather to honor her might. She is the embodiment of time, change, and destruction. Just as the seasons shift and ancient structures crumble, Kali represents the inevitable passage of time and the transformative power of destruction. She reminds us that nothing is permanent and that change is a fundamental part of existence, a necessary force in the cosmic dance. In the grand tapestry of the universe, Kali's role is crucial. She is the force that clears the old to make way for the new, ensuring the balance of creation and destruction. Her dance is both beautiful and terrifying, a reminder of the cyclical nature of life. Yet within her lies a terrifying power, a bloodlust that can consume all. Her ferocity is unmatched, her hunger for destruction insatiable. She is the wild animal, the untamed fire, a force that cannot be contained. Kali is often depicted with dark skin, a necklace of skulls and a lolling tongue. These symbols represent her dominion over death and her insatiable thirst for blood. Her image is both fearsome and fascinating, a testament to her complex nature. Her eyes blaze with a terrifying fire. They reflect the intensity of her spirit, the unyielding force of her will. To look into her eyes is to confront the very essence of destruction and rebirth. She is the wild storm, the untamed fire, the earthquake that reshapes the land. Her presence is felt in every natural disaster, every upheaval that challenges the status quo. She is the catalyst for change, the harbinger of transformation. Her hunger for destruction is insatiable, a primal force that knows no bounds. Yet within this chaos lies the potential for new beginnings. Kali's destruction paves the way for creation, her wrath, a necessary part of the cycle of life. She is both the end and the beginning, the destroyer and the creator. The battle raged. Demons swarmed, threatening to engulf the cosmos in darkness. The gods, valiant but tiring, fought with waning strength. Hope dwindled with each fallen deity. It was then that Kali emerged. From the brow of Durga, the warrior goddess, sprang Kali. She was a whirlwind of fury, her eyes burning with the fires of 1,000 suns. With a blood-curdling shriek, she plunged into the fray. Her weapons sang a symphony of death, each swing reaping a harvest of demonic souls. The battlefield became a canvas for her rage. The air was thick with the scent of blood and the cries of the fallen. Each clash of steel echoed her fury, reverberating through the desolate landscape. Blood flowed freely, painting the ground a grotesque crimson. It was as if the earth itself wept for the lives lost, absorbing the essence of the warriors who had fought bravely. Skulls piled high, grim trophies of her victory. Each skull told a story of valor and defeat, a silent testament to the chaos she had unleashed. Yet with each kill, her bloodlust grew. Her eyes burned with an unquenchable fire, and her movements became more frenzied, more desperate for the next kill. It consumed her, twisted her divine purpose into something monstrous. The once noble goddess, revered and worshipped, was now a harbinger of doom, her divine light overshadowed by a dark, insatiable hunger. The other gods watched in horror. They had never seen such a transformation, such a fall from grace. Their hearts were heavy with sorrow and fear. This was not the protector they had hoped for. They had envisioned a savior, a beacon of hope to lead them through the darkness. Instead, they were faced with a force they could neither understand nor control. This was something ancient, primal, a force of destruction beyond their control. It was as if the very essence of chaos had taken form, a relentless storm that threatened to consume everything in its path. Kali was no longer fighting for them. She had turned her back on her allies, her divine mission forgotten in the haze of battle. She was fighting for the sheer ecstasy of battle, the intoxicating taste of blood and victory. Each victory only fueled her desire for more, a never-ending cycle of violence and triumph. The battlefield was her domain, and she reveled in the chaos she had created. Her dance was chaos incarnate. Limbs were severed, heads crushed, torsos ripped asunder. The demons, once fearsome, now fled in terror. But there was no escape from Kali's wrath. She pursued them relentlessly, her laughter echoing through the carnage, a chilling counterpoint to the screams of the dying. The universe trembled under her fury. Stars were extinguished, planets shattered, galaxies torn from the fabric of reality. The delicate balance of creation was coming undone. Still, Kali danced, oblivious or indifferent to the destruction she wrought. Even the gods, those who had witnessed countless wars, felt a primal fear grip their hearts. They had seen the rise and fall of empires, the birth and death of stars, but nothing had prepared them for this moment. The air was thick with tension, and the divine forms quivered with an emotion they rarely experienced: dread. They had unleashed a force they could not control, a power so immense it defied the very laws of the cosmos. This was not just any force, it was a manifestation of their own making, a being born from their collective will and yet beyond their command. The energy crackled and surged, threatening to tear apart the very fabric of reality. Their champion had become their doom. Kali, the warrior goddess, had been summoned to protect the heavens, to vanquish the demons that threatened their realm. But now she had turned her wrath upon them. Her eyes blazed with an unholy fire, her weapons gleamed with the blood of countless foes. She was unstoppable, a force of nature that could not be tamed. Whispers of despair rippled through their ranks. What had they done? The gods, once so confident in their power, now found themselves questioning their decisions. Their voices, usually so commanding, were now tinged with uncertainty and fear. They huddled together, their divine forms casting long shadows in the dim light as they debated their next move. They turned to Shiva, the destroyer, the one who could calm even the fiercest storm. Shiva, the embodiment of both creation and destruction, sat in deep meditation. His eyes were closed, but he was acutely aware of the chaos unfolding around him. The gods looked to him with a mixture of hope and desperation, believing that he alone could restore balance. Only he, they believed, could reason with the maddened goddess. Shiva rose from his meditation, his expressions serene yet resolute. He approached Kali with measured steps, each one echoing with the weight of his responsibility. The gods watched in silent anticipation, their collective breath held as they prayed for a miracle. Only he could end the dance of death before all was lost. But Shiva hesitated. He knew the depth of Kali's fury, the all-consuming nature of her bloodlust. He had seen her in battle, her rage a sight to behold, and he understood the risk he was taking. Yet he also knew that hesitation could mean the end of everything they held dear. He knew the depth of Kali's fury, the all-consuming nature of her bloodlust. Her rage was not just a display of power, it was a force that could annihilate worlds. As he stood before her, he could feel the heat of her anger, the intensity of her emotions. It was a moment of reckoning, a test of his resolve and his ability to bring peace to a world on the brink of destruction. The fabric of reality strained, threatening to tear. The cosmic dance, once a harmonious ballet of creation and destruction, was now a chaotic waltz on the precipice of oblivion. Kali's laughter echoed, a hollow sound in the face of universal annihilation. The gods watched, their faces etched with despair. Even if Shiva intervened, would it be enough? Was the universe already beyond saving? The answer, it seemed, lay with the rampaging goddess, lost in her blood-soaked frenzy. With a heavy heart, Shiva descended to the battlefield. He appeared before Kali, a beacon of serenity amidst the carnage. "My love," he pleaded, his voice a whisper against the cacophony of destruction. "It is enough. The demons are vanquished." But Kali did not hear. Her eyes, once filled with love and devotion, now blazed with untamed fury. Her dance continued, the rhythm of death echoing through the ravaged cosmos. Shiva's heart ached. He had foreseen this, the potential for destruction that lay dormant within his consort. Knowing words were futile, Shiva resorted to a desperate act. He threw himself at her feet, placing himself in the path of her destructive dance. Kali, startled by the sudden obstacle, stumbled. Her foot landed on his chest, a final crushing blow. And then, a miracle. A single tear escaped Shiva's eye, a tear of sorrow, of love, of desperation. It fell upon Kali's foot. In that instant, the bloodlust that had consumed her dissipated. She looked down and saw Shiva, her beloved, lying broken at her feet. The battlefield fell silent. The universe held its breath. Slowly, recognition dawned in Kali's eyes. The bloodlust receded, replaced by a wave of shame and remorse. She had come close to destroying everything, all that she held dear. Gently, she lifted Shiva in her arms, her tears mingling with the blood that stained her hands. The other gods watched, their fear giving way to relief, then to awe. They had witnessed the destructive power of the goddess, but they had also witnessed the redemptive power of love. Kali's story is a reminder of the duality of existence. She is both creator and destroyer, a force of terrible power and immense love. Her bloodlust, while terrifying, is a necessary aspect of the cosmic cycle, a reminder that destruction is often a prelude to creation. And so we revere Kali, the destroyer, the Black One. We acknowledge the terror she inspires, the awe she evokes. For in her dance of death we glimpse the raw, untamed power of the universe and the delicate balance that holds it all together.